Hey there everyone, this is Joe in General, your resident reason and evidence enthusiast. It's your weekly Bitcoin price analysis update. It is Thursday the 21st of September 2017. A couple of quick things as per usual. Thank you to the new subscribers, 5,833 as of right now. Welcome to the newbies. If you haven't checked out this video right here, it's entitled ICO Watch. I talk about 5 particular ICOs that, well, some may have just finished now, but it was only uploaded yesterday. I talk about Swarm Fund, 3DES, that's an interesting one, Paragon Coin, DigiPulse, and Sandcoin. So check out that video. It's only had a few hundred so far, so make sure you watch that one. I really think this one's going to be, this video, Bitcoin analysis, it's going to be really quick this time. I say it every single time, but I really think it's going to be pretty quick. Of course, this is where we were last week. Quick recap. Of course, we had that large retracement coming down, off the big high of 49.80. This large retracement down here, and we had yet to hit the bottom end of this trend channel right here. And of course, very obvious things I was saying, which was we'd likely touch that and probably come down to test this little area right here, previous significant resistance. And from there, the key levels, once moving back up, would possibly be this 3,600 right here. And we'd probably have a little bounce maybe at around this area here, which is this micro trend line. I was calling this the sort of macro trend line and micro trend line, but that also happened to coincide this area here with that $4,000 level. So where did we go? You know where we went, and right here. So we did see that large, let me just pop this out maybe to the daily time frame. No, actually I'll do it to the 12-hour, but there we go. That's a little better. So as you can see, we did come all the way down a little bit past this major trend line here, part of this trend channel, and we did retest that significant level here, kind of around about your $3,000 mark. We actually, technically, we bottomed out at a low of 2,972. Now, of course, BitcoinWisdom.com website, the Bitstamp exchange, always keep that in mind, and it's priced in US dollars. So really, really quick run back up. I think I'm going to entitle this video something about the comeback king or something like that. I'm not quite sure yet, but I've got 2 titles in mind, but I think one of them is going to be the comeback king, something like that. And why is it the comeback king? Well, look at that, straight down and basically straight back up again. And as you can see, we did sort of top out roughly a little bit higher than the $4,000 mark. If we punch in maybe to the 4-hour, you can see it did come up to around about that micro trend line. But as again, like I said last week, that was coinciding with this resistance level here of about 4,000, and we're still sort of hanging around that general vicinity. We actually did come back down to retest this little high a little bit here. Looks like we might be forming possibly a descending triangle. If I show you right here, for example, let me get that here, about there, kind of like that, I guess. And then there's the it's sort of descending triangle-ish, but we'll see how that plays out. But I think obviously in the longer term, we're just going to, we are going to continue to head higher. I think this is the low now for quite a long time, in my opinion. Could we come back to test, let me just pop out here. Could we come back to test again the bottom end of this trend channel? Yeah, that's possible, but I think more likely than not, so more than a 50% chance, we will very soon rise above and go above this micro trend line right here to hit those newer highs, and obviously eventually breaking the $5,000 level. Been talking about where to go from here, and last week's video I was saying I couldn't do a Fibonacci extension level because I didn't know where the bottom was just yet, but we have posted that bottom now, so I can do that. Previously, I was basing it on this low here and this high right here, so the low of 1830, the high of 49.80. And that was getting us at about a level of about $7,000 as the next major up target. But now I'll do it based on here, on this Fibonacci right here. So what I need to do is I need to go over to the tradingview.com website, and I've put that in already just for you guys. The reason I have to do it on TradingView is because Bitcoin Wisdom's a little weird. Like, for example, if I tried to do that, let's see, I'll show you right now. Not that you're particularly interested, but I can't scroll. See, I'm trying to drag it and scroll it higher so I can see higher prices. Can't do it in bitcoinwisdom.com, unfortunately, but I can do it on TradingView. So here we are right here. The Fibonacci with extensions as well, the high of 49.80 roughly, and the low of 29.72. I got it as close as I could. And with the linear Fibonacci, we have that up target right here, this next significant Fibonacci level of the 1.618 level, sorry, of $6,219.68. You call it, 6,200, 6,250. Now that's according to the linear Fibonacci. Now, you guys know I've been dealing both with linear Fibonacci and exponential Fibonacci. So let's look at the exponential Fibonacci as well. That's right here, my little Fibonacci calculator. If you want to download this, you can get it for free. I'll put a link to it so you can download it for free. If you want to send me a tiny bit of Bitcoin for that, no problem, please do. I won't say no. But you've got the high here, 49.80, low of 29.72. It's all calculated for you, does it automatically. And we'll see here the 1.618 of $6,851 US dollars based on the Bitstamp exchange price. So that happens to coincide closer to that $7,000 mark, which I just talked about before, based on this low and this high, but also coincides much closer to the $6,800 level that Cliff High has been talking about in his Webbot reports. I've spoken a billion times about the Cliff High thing and what I feel about it at the moment. I'm just testing it. You guys know the deal, but for new viewers to my channel, I am just testing the Cliff High Webbot thing. Is it a phenomenon or is it self-fulfilling prophecy? I don't know. But according to one of his recent reports, 6,800, and I think he even said in recent YouTube interviews that 6,888 might be the level that is significant after that. But I might go back and read that a little bit closer. But 6,800 roughly is what Cliff High is saying, and that's also does seem to coincide with the exponential Fibonacci level of 1.618 of 6,851. I told you it was going to be pretty quick. I think that's it for this video. I think this will be the quickest one that I have done because I've talked about these levels here. Actually, look very quickly and I won't bore you too much, but if I just do the Fibonacci levels, the linear Fibonacci from this high, I'll do it on here right there, and this low, we can just see where it coincides with any particular levels. If for the day traders out there, if you're considering, getting in quick and getting out quick, as you can see here, when we did come down from the 49.80 level, we did touch the 50% Fibonacci, or very close to. We did have that touch again. That happened to be at that $4,000 level, and all the way down. Well, that's just where I put the mark right there. But as you can see, we came back up and then we touched back down. It was around about a 50% retracement from here to here, about 50% back down roughly. But that did coincide, interestingly, with the 23.6 Fibonacci from this high and this low. So linear Fibonacci can help you to, maybe if you're doing some day trading, you can say, oh, I'll put a buy order around here, and then I might put a sell order around here or up here. So it can be somewhat helpful. Of course, it's not a hard and fast rule, but I've already talked about where I think, the next levels will go to as it goes higher. Of course, we could see lower prices from here, and maybe these Fibonacci levels may be key ones. So for example, if we come back down here, we'd be looking at a price of around about 37.50, or back down to the 23.6 level again, and that's at around about 3,450 roughly. So those could be major levels which we come back down to and have a bounce off if we're going to keep going down from here, or if this pattern plays out that looks possibly like a slightly descending triangle pattern. I don't know. I'm not a soothsayer. This is just what I'm, what I see myself. Of course, do your own research, and if, of course, if you want to subscribe to my channel, you are very welcome to hit the subscribe button, big red button right there. It's really easy to do. And please keep checking out my videos, particularly this one, this ICO watch one. I will be doing more of these in the upcoming weeks, and of course, much more to come on the channel, crypto-wise and politics, philosophy, firearms. Got a shooting competition coming up soon. I'll post one of those videos, the point of view camera thing. So go through the back catalog as well, and you might find there's some pretty interesting stuff. Thanks, gang. Stay safe, stay informed. Speak soon.